Let's find out more. On the previous page, which was actually the previous video, part 1, angle FOE and angle EOD form a right angle. Let's look at that. FOE right here, and let me use a different color here. EOD. Can you guys see that? Together they form a right angle. The sum of their measures is 90 degrees. Okay, as you can see that together. Angle FOE measures at 58 degrees. There it is. And angle EOD measures at 32 degrees. Two angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees are complementary angles. Complementary angles don't have to be adjacent. As you can see here, angle S and angle T are complementary angles. They're not next to each other. Angle S and angle T. Okay, together they add up to 90 degrees, so they also are complementary. They don't have to be adjacent to be complementary. As long as two angles add up to 90 degrees, they are complementary. On the previous page, also, angle EOA and angle AOB form a straight line. EOA, right here, and use a different color, AOB, this one right here. The sum of their measures is 180 degrees. Angle EOA measures at 148 degrees, right there, it's given. Okay. Let me go back for a sec. And angle AOB measures at 32 degrees, right here. Two angles whose measures add up to 180 degrees are supplementary angles. Supplementary angles don't have to be adjacent, just like here. Angle M and angle N are supplementary. They don't have to be next to each other, as long as they add up to 180 degrees. When two lines intersect, like, let's do this out, line AD, and line BE. These are not perpendicular lines, by the way, because they don't form 90 degrees, the ones in blue. Okay? On the previous page, they form pairs of vertical angles. And let me draw that so you guys can see that. Use green. Vertical angles. Boom. Boom. Angle AOB is vertical to angle EOD. Okay? Or DOE. Alright? Angle AOB and angle EOD, they are vertical or opposite angles. They are the non-adjacent angles formed by intersecting lines. That means they're not next to each other. They are across from each other. Vertical angles have the same measure. No matter what, they are congruent. Both angle AOB and angle EOD measure 32 degrees. As you can see here, this is 32 degrees. And its cross angle, angle EOD, is also 32 degrees. Let's reflect now. Look at the diagram on the previous page, or just back up this film, obviously. What can you say about angle FOE and angle BOC? Let me look at that for a sec so you guys can see that. What can you say about angle FOE and angle BOC? Ready? FOE, okay, and BOC. What can you say about these two angles? Okay. The second part of this question, what can you say about angle AOB and angle BOC? Let's look at that. AOB and B, let me use a different color so we can see that. BOC. What can you say about these two angles? Pause this video. Solve it. When you're done solving it, unpause the video, check your work, and see if your answers match. And here we go. First part of the question, angle FOE and angle BOC are vertical angles. they have the same measure. They both measure at 58 degrees. Let's look at that. Angle FOE, you can see it's 58 degrees. Okay, and angle BOC, which is opposite. These are vertical angles. And that's why they are vertical. Angle AOB and angle BOC are complementary angles. AOB and BOC. So let's look at that. Angle AOB right here, and angle, let me use a different color, BOC right here. These are complementary angles. Can you see that? They form 90 degrees. Let me take that out so you guys can see that. Okay? Their measures add up to 90 degrees. We just showed you. Now we're going to learn about using supplementary and vertical angles. Read the problem below, then explore how to use facts about supplementary and vertical angles to find the measures of angle in a figure. In the figure shown, what is the measurement of angle ADC? I'm going to help you. ADC. So I'm just going to follow those lines, and we know it's this angle. Yep, they put a question mark there too. Okay? So they're asking, what is this measure? Well, let's model it. You can use the diagram and facts about angles to write an equation. Angle CDE. CDE. Right here, which is 2x plus 1. And angle EDF. Let me use a different color here so we can see that. EDF are supplementary angles. Remember what supplementary are? Two angles that add up to 180 degrees. And there it is. You can see that. Okay, this is a straight line, straight angle. These two will add up to 180 degrees. So I like what they did here. They separate those angles. They did 2x, right, plus 1, just this one, plus, because two angles that add up together to make 180 is supplementary, plus x minus 7 equal 180. Okay, and then obviously they will solve it. Okay, now we're going to solve this, or you're going to solve this on the next page. So take your time. You can solve this equation to find the value of x. We're actually going to solve this together. So look what they did. Think about how they came up with from this equation to this equation. Okay? Look at that carefully. I'll give you a few seconds to think, and then we'll go over those. Well, they combined like terms. 2x plus 1x is 3x. Positive 1, let me just put a circle around it, minus 7 is negative 6. Positive 1 minus 7 is negative 6. So now they have this, right? And there's two ways of doing this. You can do flowcharts or the traditional way, which we will do the traditional way. So think about how they went from here to here. Well, that says minus 6 or negative 6. So let's write it here. 3x minus 6 equals 180. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides of the equation. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. 180 plus 6 is 186. And then you have 3x. Right? There it is. Right here. Okay. For those who want to see that in flowchart, we can do that. What happens to x first? Times 3. Then what happens? Minus 6. Output is 180. Use a different color here. So I'm going to add 6 because I'm going to backtrack. Right? Which will give me 186. Okay, that's what they got that. And then obviously you divide by 3 because it's the inverse operation of multiplying. 186 divided by 3 will give us 62. So x equals 62. So when we go back here, think about that. X equals 62. X is 62. So you do 2, let's do parentheses, times 62 plus 1, right? For angle CDE. Okay? Let's look at the other angle. I'll use red. EDF. It's x minus 7, but we know x is 62. I should put it up here. X equals 62. We did the math, if you remember, on this page. Okay? So now I'm going to do 62, because that's for x minus 7. Alright? And then you can see what the values are. Think about that. 62 minus 7 is 55. So this angle measures at 55 degrees. Plus you can see it's acute, so that kind of makes sense. Alright, what is the measurement of this angle? Well, 2 times, let me do a different color. 2 times 62 is 124. And 124 plus 1 will give us 125. So, this angle must measure at 125. And now we're going to check our work. 125 plus 55 is 180. There we go. So what do you think the measurement of angle ADC will be? So I'm giving you a lot of clues here. Okay, and I've done everything for you. You can always pause this and go back. Okay. Going back to this, let's look what they did. Remove the parentheses. That's the first thing they did. Combine like terms. We know that. Add 6 to both sides and then divide both sides by 3. We just did that. Let's connect it all. Now you will find the measurement of angle ADC. Okay? I want you to answer these 6 questions. And again, you can go back in the video if you want or not. And after you answer these 6 questions, then you can check your answer. So let's look at question 2. Look at model it. How do you know that angle CDE and angle EDF are supplementary? You can always go back to the figure. Question 3. How do you know that the measures of angle CDE and angle EDF add to 180 degrees? Again, angle CDE and angle EDF add to 180 degrees. Look at solve it. Give reasons for the steps used to solve the equation. We already gave that to you. Write the reason next to each step. We just gave that to you. So if you want to try that again, that'd be great. Okay? Since you know that x equals 62, what are the measures of angle CDE and angle EDF? And show your work. And again, if you're stuck, you can go back in the video. I did that for you. What is the measure of angle ADC, and explain your reasoning. What facts about angles can you use to find the unknown angle measures? Alright, so again, pause this video, answer these questions to the best of your ability, and then unpause to check your answers. Question 2. They form a straight line. Angle CDE and EDF are supplementary because they form a straight line. When you go back in this video, you'll see that they form a straight line. Let's go back. These two angles form a straight line. Sorry. Okay? Okay, so here's the answers to question 4. I don't know if you, boom, we did that. Alright, question 5. Again, we plugged it in. For x, and then they did the work. If you don't recall that, stop the video and go backwards and you'll see it. This, they did the order of operations, obviously. They got the measurement. This stands for measurement. Measurement of angle CDE equals 125 degrees. Measurement of angle EDF equals 55 degrees. What is the measurement of angle ADC? Which is here, is 55 degrees because they are vertical angles that are across from each other. Okay? And last question. What facts about angles can you use to find the unknown angle measures? Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees and vertical angles are equal, or you can say congruent. They're always equal.